What's up, internet? It's Sunny, and today we're going to be talking about this article that I just happened upon whenever I was doing some research on, I can't remember what, honestly, but the headline just stood out to me. But before we get into that, if you want to know how to get this makeup look, please click here on this annotation little card thingy that's going to pop up, and you can know how to get this look. And also, if you want to know how to get my awesome curls that I'm so proud of, I wish they would stay like this forever, also let me know, because I will show you how to get these curls. If you got natural hair, girl, I will show you. So let's get into the video. Okay, as I was saying before, I found this article while doing some research for a different topic. I think it was about racism. I cannot remember, but it's by a lady named Veronica Wells, and she wrote this article on Madame Noire. Madame Noire is basically like a site for black women and black issues for women and all this other stuff. It's the title of her article is called 10 Things I Can't Stand About Educated Black People. Really? So the first thing that is in this list that says she can't stand about educated black folks is living their lives according to the politics of respectability. Now, I have never heard of this phrase before, the politics of respectability. What is that? She says, basically the theory behind respectability is that a person can overcome racism by behaving in ways that have been approved or co-signed by the majority. White people. We're off to a bad start already. She says, for example, folks like Don Lemon will focus on black boys and men not sagging their pants and using the N-word to eliminate racism in America. I think sagging your pants is not a good look. I mean, if I see a man trying to holler at me and his pants are sagging, I'm immediately turned away. Immediately. Like, I have no interest in you. That is just a fact for me. Like, it doesn't look good for one, and you only do it because you're trying to look hard and look cool and look gangsta, whatever it is. I'm not one to fall for that. So I don't use the N-word a lot. I mean, I don't. Only use it within context of other things, but I don't use the N-word a lot. I think it's just a stupid word, and I don't know why black people use it so much. Because they want to make it theirs and it's their thing. No one else can use it. This is ours. No, I just don't like the word. I won't use it. I think that that definitely can create a more accepting, you know, society, so that people who are on the fence about black people can't accept us. And, you know, we don't want, you know, acceptance just for the fact of acceptance, but it can heal race relations. I think I can agree to that anyway. But I mean, you don't want to do it just because. You don't want to do it to try and please people. You want to do it so that way we can become one as Americans, become one nation, and not divided as we are now. So I can kind of get where she's coming from on this, you know, but I think in this whole list she might like paint educated black folks as Uncle Toms, as they say, you know, traitors. So we'll see how it goes. I've only seen the first one, the first little topic, and then I'm like, I'm gonna save this, I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna react to it later. So let's just keep on going. Number 2, it says shying away from black names. One thing educated black people are good for is making fun of hood black names. What's more embarrassing and uneducated than giving a child a name the Anglo-Saxon tongue can't manage to pronounce? Shudders. I think that I am okay when it comes to my name. I did not get, you know, the black name as my two sisters have. They have the black names. To be honest, that's why we call JT, because her name is kind of long and complicated. You know, my sister, she loves her name, but she understands that when people try to say her name, it's, you know, it's difficult and it's complicated. And it's not just white people that have trouble saying her name. It's everyone. everyone has trouble saying her name. So because you want someone not to pronounce their name, that's an advantage because white people can't pronounce it. Oh no, this shouldn't even, this topic should not have been in the list. This is stupid. It's pointless. I mean, if I want to name my baby something like Jackie or Coretta or Monica, whatever, who cares? Just because I don't want to name her Shanqualisha, then you're not okay with that. Kind of mess. Number 3, referring to themselves as educated black people. There's no denying that by American standards, I am black. No, duh. And while I consider myself to be well educated, I would truly shy away from describing myself as such. My race is evident, but I would hope the educated part would become more and more evident as we speak or as you come in contact with my work. So far, I'm kind of doubting the educated part, to be honest. Number 4, distancing themselves from those they considered uneducated black people. I don't know where she's going to go with this. Educated black people are so quick to detail the ills within our community, pointing to young unwed mothers, the rude and reckless youth, and deadbeat dads. Rarely do we hear or see the same people giving back to the unprivileged, often minority communities. Well, I mean, I don't know about you, but I give back to all communities. I try to volunteer my time. I have not volunteered in a hot minute. But whenever I did volunteer, it did not matter who you were, what color you were. I just tried to give back my time, whether it be indirectly or directly, like volunteering at the farmer's market, or whether it be actually going to the farm to volunteer, or whatever the case may be. I'm an advocate for volunteering, and again, I haven't done it in a while. This job has been gotten me, this job is just, I'm busy at work. So hopefully I can go back to volunteering, but to say to distance themselves from uneducated black people, I think what she means, this is just my opinion, I think what she means is getting away from people who are up to no good that happen to be black. I mean, reckless youth and deadbeat dads are probably up to no good. If they can't take care of responsibility, I don't want to be around that person. So for me to avoid these people and they happen to be black, don't mean I'm trying to avoid uneducated black folks. They can be educated all they want to and still run away from responsibility. Reckless youth and deadbeat dads, yes, are usually uneducated, but just because they could be, they could not be. Are you gonna fault me for trying to avoid that type of crowd and get me caught up? No, thank you. Let's move on. Participating in crowd activities that you really don't like. Why would anyone participate in something that they don't like? Maybe if they're trying to get a promotion at a job or something. Well, let's just see. Do you attend brunches when you prefer to save your money and cook? Did you join Jack and Jill just because all of your friends were doing it? Now see, when she say Jack and Jill, you know she's talking about white people. How do you know this person that you're speaking of? Who hurt you? Who was your best friend? And then she went to be off with some white person and you felt that she betrayed you, whatever. Is this what this is? Is this some vendetta against one of your friends who you think did you wrong because she chose her white friends over you? Is this what's happening? This is what I feel like is happening. Did you abandon your true passion just so you can make money and impress your equally educated and equally black friends? Maybe this person enjoy those things. What if this person really just likes Jack and Jill and she didn't want to hang out with you or he, whoever it is? And just because they're trying to make some money, y'all always talking about grinding and hustling and all this other stuff, but when it comes to grinding and hustling with white people, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So what's the deal? You either want to make money or don't. And one way to do it is sucking up to white people. If it just means sucking up a little bit or working a little bit harder at my job or going to a dinner business meeting with a whole bunch of people so I can put myself out there and network, I'm gonna do it. It's not really brown nosing, it's just working hard and networking. Somebody hurt your feelings and now you upset. Number 6, pretending like they don't know who you are. I can't recall this ever happening to me personally, but it's certainly not something I've made up. Well, if you have to point it out, you probably made it up, okay? If your accomplishments up to this date haven't impressed this particular group of educated black folk, don't be surprised if you find that very same person you let sleep on your couch 3 years ago pretend she doesn't know you in front of certain people. See, this is an article to a specific person, I think, and she's trying to keep them anonymous because I think she's accusing them of being an Uncle Tom and a traitor to the black people. There's nothing I can say to that. I mean, that's just stupid. That's what happened in her personal life. She didn't make it up, but I mean, she very may well could have. But that's just silly. That's just stupid. I don't know. Everything is inclusive is number 7 on her list. It says, are you on the guest list? Perhaps educated black people make themselves feel more important by restricting the type of people who can enter their party, fundraiser, mixer, or other social gathering. Again, Veronica Wells probably wanted to go to this party for this one of her former friends, and she wasn't invited because it was probably a work gathering. It wasn't a party just to hang out. It was probably something that she was trying to do to impress her boss, who was probably white, and she wasn't invited and she got butthurt or something. Like, who cares? If you're not invited to a party, ask them, hey, why wasn't I invited to a party? If they say, oh, this was a work thing, I couldn't invite you, you wouldn't know what was you're gonna mess up my networking flow or whatever. She's trying to get her grind and get some money. Then I'll be like, yo, I understand. That's cool. Anytime you want to hang out, just let me know. But if you're like, you didn't invite me, blah, 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 whatever, oh, that's stupid. And it's not an inclusive type of thing. Like, I'm not gonna invite going to like a work meeting or something like that. It's like, oh, lunch will be provided. Well, let me bring my sister. She loves going to those things. We're gonna discuss business and she's gonna be there just kind of looking awkward. Like, that's not gonna happen. Oh my god, Madam Noire, your website sucks. Stupid pop-ups. Number 8 on the list is correcting others. If there's anything on this list that made me say ouch, it was this correcting others piece. In an effort not to be a hypocrite, I'll say that in my own life I've often found that my motivation to correct others have been less about educating them and more about proving how much I know. Well, that's anyone. I mean, grammar Nazis are a thing that is going strong today. People love correcting people on their grammar. It's something that everybody does. That's not just from non-educated blacks to educated blacks. That's a trend that's across the board. So if someone is correcting your grammar or correcting like your history or whatever, you know, if you're wrong, that's fine, but it's not something that educated black folks like to do to non-educated black folks. That's just something pretentious people do. You know, everyone is guilty of that. I mean, as she said in her own words, that she's guilty of it. So I don't see how that's a trend with educated black folks. That's just a trend in like most people. She probably ran out of ideas and she had to get 10, so she just threw that in. Number 9, name dropping. I'm always surprised by the number of people who still feel like throwing a powerful person's name into the conversation will impress you. This is just further confirmation in my eyes that she was jealous of somebody. She kept mentioning this person's name dropping, probably her boss, who is some big head honcho, probably a white male, and she got tired of it, so she decided to take her passive aggressiveness in Madame Noire 4 years ago. Dude, like, if you're about your job and you're about your money, all you're gonna talk about is your money. And whoever provides that money, you're gonna name drop, you know? I mean, I understand that some people sometimes, you know, they do name drop. I know a lot of people that name drop. Oh, me and Susan Sarandon, you know. It's just like, people do that sometimes to make themselves feel more important. They think that they are, you know, some big head honcho, and it can be annoying, yeah, but it's not a thing amongst educated black folks. That's not a trend for them. This is a trend for one specific person that you really don't like no more. Let's be real. And number 10 is throwing out business cards with no real connection. I would love to take your business card after we've had some type of conversation first. I kid you not, there have been times when a person has yet to tell me their first name, yet they're shoving their own card down my throat. This doesn't serve either one of us well. If we haven't had a chance to develop a semblance of a connection, chances are I won't remember where this card came from by the time I get home and empty my pockets. So many people hand out their business cards. It's just to get their business out there. You know, you may have an interest in it. This is not a trend amongst educated black folks. The only thing I would say that's a trend amongst, you know, black folks in general is handing out mixtapes, maybe. But everyone hands their business cards, whether it be here in Texas, it's always landscaping. Everyone has a landscaping business. Oh, I do landscaping. Here's my card. You want your lawn mowed? Here's my card. I do landscaping or roofing. You know, stuff that, you know, we are real big on our lawn care. We always have roofing damage due to bad weather. Everyone's handing out their business cards. So it's not just that they want to be cold and not really make a connection with you. They're just trying to grow their business. Why are you hating on people's grind? Like, people trying to make money out here, it's, you know, it's hard. And so sometimes you gotta think outside the box, and sometimes people hand you a business card. There's no problem with that. I mean, you can throw it away if you want to, that's fine. That's money down the drain for them. So you win. But why hate on them? Why hate? I don't agree with the article, of course, and I would love to know your thoughts. I'll link it down below so that way you can read. I would recommend ad blocker because there are so many daggum ads on that website. Oh my god. You know, I usually don't, but for that, it was a little ridiculous. So ad blocker, please. Again, let me know your thoughts below, and like, subscribe, and share. My goal on this channel is to wake up black people to the plantation that they are still on when it comes to their views and their voice. So share with your friends. Have a great day, y'all, and I'll go do the same. Bye.